This is the easiest bread recipe ever. I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful loaf of bread right now. Let's go play. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Corinne, and I'm not only the drummer for the thrash metal band Nitemare Hippie Children, I'm also a foodie who loves to play in the kitchen, teaching you how to make healthy, mostly whole food plant-based recipes. And as shown today, we're making some bread. I'm going to show you the easiest method that I have come across, and I've tested a lot of bread recipes. This is my favorite. I make it very often. Here we go. We're going to play. First and main ingredient is going to be flour, which I keep in this container, which is all-purpose unbleached flour. We need 3 cups. Kind of give it a stir, fluff it up, and then you can either scoop or spoon. I'm keeping it easy. They need to be level scoops. So now that it's all fluffed up and aerated, I got my 1 cup measuring cup here, and now I'm going to level it as best as possible. 1. Next ingredient is salt. No, just kidding. I'm going to add the yeast. I use active dry yeast, and we only need I'm looking at my little recipe over here because I didn't want to mess anything up talking to you. A half a teaspoon of yeast to this whole thing. Half teaspoon going in. Now we're adding the salt, which is also, nope, just kidding, 1 teaspoon. And also 1 teaspoon of sugar. I use organic cane sugar. And lastly, 1.5 cups hot water. I have water, zapped it in the microwave, pouring it in. Handy dandy spatula, give this a mix. Stir it all up. You don't want to over mix it. You just need it so there's no clumps of flour or dry ingredients left. So just kind of show you, I'm just kind of tossing it, scraping the edges a little bit, getting it all incorporated again so there's no dry chunks of flour left. I love when the house smells like I'm cooking bread. That's how easy that is. That's what we want. So now what I'm going to do is set this aside, take a clean towel, cover this bitch up, let it sit for 3 hours, and come back, and then we're going to bake it. I'll show you what I do next. So see you soon. Okay, so it's been 3 hours that this has been sitting here. And look, I take the towel off the cover, and it's all wiggly and jiggly. That's okay. That's the exact consistency that we want. So on to the next process, which is to first preheat the oven to 450 degrees. And into that oven is going to go my Dutch oven, which looks like this. It has a cover on it. You don't have to have an exact Dutch oven. Just get yourself a pan with a lid that can go in the oven. It has to be covered because the steam is going to do the magical things to the bread. So I'm going to put this in the oven and preheat my oven to 450. All right, Dutch oven's in the oven, warming up to 450 degrees. Now let's play with this. This is the fun part. So I just have my cutting board here. I'm going to dust the surface with a little bit of flour, also on my hands. And now, a tool that you don't have to have, but it makes this a lot easier. It's a pastry scooper. It's a thing that looks like this. Get yourself a pastry scooper thingy if you can. It's not needed. It makes this a lot easier. So we're going to pour the dough out here onto the surface. I'm going to try and do it looking this way so you can see. It's kind of a big blob of dough, which is awesome. Now we don't have to fluff with this too much. All I'm going to do is sprinkle it with a little bit more flour, take my pastry scooper, and just kind of fold it in over itself. Just work with it just a little bit so you're kind of making it come together, kind of forming a ball. And then we're going to take this ball with our floured hands, and we're going to kind of flip. So now the seams that we just made are on the bottom. I'm going to take my floured hands and kind of form this into a ball. I'm tucking with my pinkies as I'm doing that. So I'm kind of tucking, making a ball that looks like that. Taking a clean bowl, taking a piece of parchment paper, putting it on there, taking the ball, and just like that. While the oven is preheating, which for my oven to get to 450 takes about 25 minutes, I'm going to leave that in there. I'm going to cover it with the towel, and as soon as the oven's ready, I'm going to show you how I transfer it to the Dutch oven. So I'll see you in, well, for me, a half an hour, but for you, like, right now. Okay, so for me, it's been a little while. For you, whatevs. My oven just sang songs to me, which means it's time to put the bread in the oven. I have hot pads, but these are so much more fun and versatile. These are grill gloves, aka my hot pad gloves. So these are going to protect my hands from taking the 450-degree Dutch oven out of the oven. Okay, that mofo is hot. Take off the cover. Here's our bread. We're picking up the parchment paper, putting the whole thing into the Dutch oven, covering it. It's okay if the paper sticks out. This whole thing is going back in, and it's going to cook for 30 minutes. I'll show you what happens next. BRB. Okay, it's been 30 minutes. This is what I do next. Put on the fancy pantsy gloves. You have to say fancy pantsy gloves. Take the Dutch oven out carefully. Oh my goodness. It smells so good in here. This is all I'm doing right now. Taking off the cover. Woo! Already, okay? This is going back in for 7-ish minutes. I just wanted to get a little bit more brown and crispy on top of the loaf of bread, and that's it. So, see you in a second. Okay, it's been about 5.5 minutes. I'm going to take it out of the oven. I've already turned off the oven, so let's see this. This is perfect! Put this over here. Look at that loaf of bread. I'm removing this. I'm putting on a cooling rack. Oh my God, it smells wonderful. Golden brown, crispy on top. You hear that? Microphone is right here. It's crispy and crunchy. I can't wait to cut into this, but we have to let it sit and rest and cool for at least 5 minutes. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And as soon as I cut into this bad boy, I'll show you. Be right back. Okay, it's been like 5 or 6 minutes and I can't take it anymore. I need to cut this bad boy open because I want to taste it. It is so pretty. Look at that. You can make this too. You saw how easy this whole entire process was. The worst part is the waiting time, but whatever. The whole process is so easy and it's such a healthy loaf of bread. So let's cut into this bad boy. Invest in a decent bread knife for yourself if you're going to do this often like I did. It game changer. So, all right. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Let's cut this. Oh, it's still steamy and hot, but look at that. Spongy, awesome. Look at that. Oh my goodness. You can eat this plain. One of my favorite things to do with this, I have so many, obviously it's bread, you can do 10,000 things with it, but stick it in the toaster or air fryer, toast it up just a little bit, spread some hummus, and then top it with, oh, I forgot to show you, one of my favorite toppings. Aldi actually sells these. Can you tell I love Aldi? I get the everything bagel seasoning. They recently came out with a jalapeno flavor, so I'll spread some just plain hummus on this or flavored hummus, whatever kind. Wow, I have so many hummuses this is. Spread some hummus on this. Top it with the everything bagel seasoning. Ugh, chef's kiss. It is so good. Even better with the homemade soup I'm going to be making later and recording a video of, which by this time will be done. So here it is. Click on it if you want to. I'll also have it in the bottom in the description for you. But otherwise, yo, homemade bread, super easy, super good for you. I'm going to turn the camera off now so I can go eat this and apply it to my pie hole because, oh my God, it's amazing. Yo, eat clean, live loud. I'll see you in the next video. Bread recipe you will ever find. Thrash metal band, Nitemare Hippie Children. Links. I might just edit that out because no need to say that. Usually used by